Compressed natural gas, or CNG, is an especially economical and environmentally friendly fuel. Bosch delivers bi-fuel injection systems with two separate fuel circuits. The engine runs on either gasoline or natural gas. When the natural gas begins to run out, the system automatically switches to gasoline operation. Natural gas operation offers special advantages. Using CNG lowers CO2 output by up to 25% compared to gasoline. With the use of bio-CNG, the CO2 emissions can be lowered still further. CNG vehicles make an important contribution to compliance with emissions regulations. CNG offers virtually particulate-free engine combustion and generates a very low level of raw emissions overall. When it comes to being economical, natural gas vehicles are also ahead of the pack. CNG is usually considerably less expensive than gasoline. Low consumption also makes driving with CNG economical. In cold weather, too, CNG vehicles with Bosch systems start up right away using economical natural gas. And CNG-driven engines can stand proud when it comes to performance, too. Thanks to the high knock resistance of natural gas, the air-fuel mixture can be made more dense than with gasoline. This makes it possible to achieve higher specific engine performance, which can result in performance gains of 5 to 10% compared to conventional gasoline engines. During the drive, the bi-fuel system can switch from natural gas to gasoline operation with no change in torque. During CNG operation, fuel lines conduct the natural gas from the tank, where it's kept under high pressure, to the pressure regulator. The Bosch high-pressure sensor continually monitors pressure levels in the high-pressure system. Within the pressure regulator, the natural gas pressure is brought from 200 bar down to under 10 bar. From here, the natural gas is conveyed via the CNG fuel rail to the injection valve. The CNG medium pressure and temperature sensor measures the temperature and the pressure in the rail. According to exact specifications, the injector's NGI2 now inject the natural gas into the intake manifold. The resulting natural gas-air mixture is then ignited by a spark plug. The Motronic control unit for natural gas handles engine management throughout. Bosch has CNG systems in original equipment quality, which can be specially adapted to suit the requirements of individual vehicle types. Bosch also offers CNG systems for the special demands of low-cost vehicles on the Asian market. With high precision and load capacity and a running performance designed for 240,000 kilometers, the Bosch system offers reliability and longevity. Today's Bosch CNG developments are already designed with future engine concepts such as downsizing with turbocharging in mind. The individual components of the CNG system. Motronic control unit for natural gas. CNG fuel rail. NGI2 CNG injector. CNG medium pressure and temperature sensor and high pressure sensor.
Bosch. Invented for life.
Alternative engine concepts enable us to achieve an even greater independence from fossil fuels with lower pollutant emissions and a reduction in CO2 output of up to 33% as well. One of these systems is the Motronic for flex fuel engines. Equipped with this system, gasoline engine-driven vehicles can also be run on the alternative fuel ethanol, reducing dependency on gasoline. The Motronic automatically adapts to suit various ethanol-gasoline mixtures. The high knock resistance of ethanol allows turbo engines to achieve higher performance yields. ethanol operation requires more fuel, a need that is accommodated by special control unit software and component adaptations. The components are derived from conventional gasoline components. In adapting fuel pumps and injectors, we also took into account the resistance to ethanol and the water ratio that is a factor with E100. The specific characteristics of ethanol can negatively affect combustion at low temperatures to such a degree that cold starting and drivability are impaired. The Flex Start system from Bosch gives the driver the cold start capability and drivability of gasoline with no need to forego the use of renewable fuels. Flex fuel engines play an especially important role in Brazil, where Bosch is already one of the leading providers of flex fuel systems. But in other markets as well, flex fuel engines are an increasingly significant factor in meeting ever more stringent ecological and economic requirements.
Bosch. Invented for life.
A hybrid electric vehicle combines an internal combustion engine and an electric motor in a single propulsion concept. This is the electric motor. It has two functions. As a motor, it drives the vehicle electrically. As a generator, it produces electrical energy and charges the battery. The connection between the electric motor and the battery is the inverter. It converts the direct current of the battery into the alternating current used by the electric motor. When driving electrically, the battery supplies the electric motor with energy. The battery is recharged during braking and when driving with combustion engine. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The cooperative regenerative braking system from Bosch ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery.
Bosch. Invented for life.
A plug-in hybrid electric vehicle combines an internal combustion engine and an electric motor in a single propulsion concept. Its battery can also be charged externally. This is the electric motor. It has two functions. As a motor, it drives the vehicle electrically. As a generator, it produces electrical energy and charges the battery. The connection between the electric motor and the battery is the inverter. It converts the direct current of the battery into the alternating current used by the electric motor. When driving electrically, the battery supplies the electric motor with energy. The battery is recharged during braking and when driving with combustion engine. The battery can be loaded before each journey by plugging a charger directly into a mains socket. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The cooperative regenerative braking system from Bosch ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery.
Bosch. Invented for life.
An electric vehicle no longer has a combustion engine on board. It runs without fossil fuel. The electric axle drive sits directly on the axle and contains a separate motor generator that propels the vehicle electrically in motor mode and generates electrical energy for the battery in generator mode. The inverter is the connection between the battery and the electric axle drive. The high-efficiency lithium-ion battery supplies energy to the unit for electric drive only. The battery can be loaded externally using a charger. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The cooperative regenerative braking system from Bosch ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery.
Bosch. Invented for life.
An electric vehicle with range extender travels on electricity only. The range extender, a generator with a small combustion engine, increases battery range as required. The electric axle drive sits directly on the axle and contains a separate motor generator that propels the vehicle electrically in motor mode and generates electrical energy for the battery in generator mode. The inverter is the connection between the battery and the electric axle drive. The high-efficiency lithium-ion battery supplies energy to the unit for electric drive only. The battery can be loaded externally using a charger. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The cooperative regenerative braking system from Bosch ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery. The range extender is a small combustion engine with a generator that supplies energy for electric drive when the battery is empty.
Bosch. Invented for life.
Mobility is a cornerstone of contemporary life. Mobility is truly indispensable for maintaining social contact, for our economy, for our entire lives. To enable as many people as possible to enjoy mobility, now and in the future, we must protect our natural resources as much as possible. Modern, clean diesel does this, thanks to technology from Bosch.
Welcome to Bosch. Here I'll show you why diesel is the first choice solution for today and tomorrow. The diesel engine is more economical. It consumes more than 30% less fuel than a comparable gasoline engine. To show you what makes diesel so economical, let's take a look at the engine. Please come along. The principle of compression ignition helps to make the diesel engine economical. Its high compression pressure results in high efficiency levels. Here at Bosch, we continually strive to make diesel operation even more economical via increased injection pressure of up to 2,000 bar. Thus, the diesel is cheaper from as little as 10,000 kilometers per year. So it's not just for high mileage drivers. That's the conclusion of a total cost comparison of over 1,000 vehicle types using ADAC Auto Club data. Diesel is viable for the future too because it's clean running, with about 25% less CO2 output than with a comparable gasoline engine. This is due in part to fast-switching diesel injectors from Bosch. Up here on the left, you can see the injectors in detail. Each injection can be individually formed with variable pre- and post-injections. The engine runs quietly, highly efficiently, and with lower emission levels than ever. By the way, many vehicles are already in compliance with the future EU fleet limit of 120 grams of CO2 per kilometer, and most of them are diesel. The diesel engine has another distinguishing attribute: around 50% more torque. The higher torque is the result of a combination of high-pressure injection and exhaust gas turbocharging. In short, maximum acceleration across all engine speeds. Diesel power you can feel. With 50% more torque, driving economically is great fun. Further innovations will ensure that diesel maintains its advantage in the future too. For example, downsizing, achieving the same performance with less engine displacement. The diesel engine thus consumes less fuel with even lower CO2 output. Also, the combination of diesel with additional functions and systems sets new standards for economical, clean, and comfortable driving. Downspeeding employs improved transmission coordination to decrease engine speed. Start-stop systems and brake energy recovery lower consumption and emission levels, especially in urban traffic.
The diesel engine remains one of the most persuasive solutions for the mobility of the future. Economical, clean, powerful. Bosch, invented for life.
Welcome to the Virtual Driving Center at Bosch. Here we use computer simulations of the most diverse driving situations to constantly further develop automotive technology. With our wide variety of components and systems, we at Bosch Gasoline Systems contribute to the further development of the transmission so that performance and fuel consumption continue to improve. In our business unit, Transmission Control, we develop components, modules, and software solutions concerning all aspects of the drivetrain. Transmission control from Bosch Gasoline Systems. Nothing gets you into gear faster. The automatic transmission is practically a standard feature in today's motor vehicles. Automatic disengaging and re-engaging of the clutch increases driving comfort and offers better driving dynamics and lower fuel consumption by determining the optimal shifting point. But all the advantages of an automatic transmission are only applicable when the power of the engine... Oh no, a traffic jam. It's no surprise I'm not the only one on the road now. That's okay. Perhaps even a good opportunity to expand on the advantages of transmission control. So where was I? Right. The advantages of an automatic transmission can only come into play when the power is transferred ideally to the wheels. The more frequently the driving situation changes, the more the automatic transmission delivers, and the higher the level of demands it meets. The transmission has to repeatedly adjust to new situations. To achieve this, the gear shift electronics communicate with numerous control units and sensors. Thus, the electronic transmission control is able to recognize the current gear status, the driving situation and style, and to react accordingly, for example, with optimized shifting points. Inside the transmission rests the electro-hydraulic module. Here, our engineers have succeeded in integrating electronic and hydraulic components in one module. Control unit, variable force solenoids, and sensors. Function integration is the magic word here. For a significantly higher level of reliability, reduced application costs, and lower logistics costs. In other words, for a remarkable reduction in costs of up to 20%. Actually, there are a few more features I was just about to show you. Oh, that's just what I need right now. Reduced consumption and comfortable driving are important features nowadays. But now I'm just hoping that Bosch Gasoline Systems also does something for the best possible power transfer. Otherwise, I'm in real trouble here. With four-wheel drive vehicles, the drive power is distributed between the front and rear axles in a fixed, unvarying ratio. But off-road, you need a variable distribution between the front and rear axles. Distributor gearing provides the best possible driving dynamics and traction by enabling the motive force to be distributed in a fraction of a second between the front and rear axles. It displaces the drive torque according to the situation to where it can be most effective. The main component is the electronically controlled clutch, the plates of which, with the help of a highly dynamic electric motor, can be pressed together within milliseconds. Depending on pressure levels, more power is conducted either to the front or the rear axle as needed. Oh, now things get tricky. Where road conditions change, such as with ice and snow patches, individual tires often lose their grip on the surface and are prone to wheel spin. Here, the automated differential lock can significantly improve driving dynamics and vehicle safety. Compared to the electronic stability program ESP, which reduces the torque on the individual wheel, the electronically controlled differential lock achieves a targeted displacement of the drive power to a specific wheel. Instead of applying the brakes, it distributes the energy to the wheels with the best road surface adhesion. With the help of